22 minutes.
Oh, welcome back to the Wrestling Podcast. The championship was on the line.
Yes, it was.
Bad Blood has come and gone. It was last week.
Yep.
We work with what we have. He wasn't here, so we didn't. This is what we have.
Yeah.
And it's a sad day in the history of this championship. If you're a fan of Jaden, because let me tell you, no. Let's not make this all about me. I retained via double countout.
Yes.
Because we actually tied. We tied, and so therefore I'm still champion. But we actually tied. So I didn't win. I have this, but I didn't win. We both won. And we both lost, technically speaking. So we're going to talk about Bad Blood. I'm going to try to get some other stuff in. We have some stuff to talk about, but we're going to start with Bad Blood just to make sure we get that in here. We're going to start with we're just going to go in order of the matches, okay? The first match, yes, the first match, you heard me right, people, was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre inside the Hell in a Cell. Now, let me just preface by saying starting with this match was an inherently stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
Because this was the match we were hype about. This was the one we wanted to see. So starting with this one meant that the crowd didn't care about anything else that happened. Because they were done. They were dead. So every other match suffered as a result of this one being first. And don't get me wrong, I totally understand why it didn't main event. Because you can't tell The Rock, hey, you're going to open the show.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, The Rock came back. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
So I totally get why it didn't main event, but I do think it was the wrong decision. But let's talk about it. Oh, what a match.
Amazing.
What a showdown. These two did what they said they were going to do. They made each other bleed. They killed each other. This was probably my match of the year so far if I had to pick one. And, I mean, you had Drew McIntyre needed 16 staples to close up his wound. Like, literally, that's not, like, fake. Like, that's real. He needed 16 staples. That is insane because he was busted. He was bleeding buckets in this match. But he was one tough SLB in this one. The ref kept trying to, like, wipe off his blood with a towel, and at one point he just knocked it out of the ref's hand, like, get that out of my face. I mean, it was so good. They took a table spot off the apron to the outside that was sick. They went through it vertically, which I've heard hurts a lot worse to go through vertically. So that was pretty crazy. At one point, Drew McIntyre brought out a bag that looked like it was going to be thumbtacks. But it was not thumbtacks. No, it was beads. And he poured beads all over Punk because the main point of this feud was the bracelet for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it made sense. It pissed me off because I wanted thumbtacks and he brought out beads. But it did what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to make you mad, and it did. So Drew McIntyre took a nasty bump when he missed a Claymore and he landed, like his lower back hit the edge of the stairs.
Oh.
It was brutal. But in the end, CM Punk wins by wrapping a chain around his knee, hitting a GTS. 1, 2, 3. Punk wins the match.
Yes. Punk did win.
Now, I don't like Punk, I will say.
I don't like Punk either.
I have said it before, I don't. But I don't think Drew needed to win this match. I don't think Drew should have won this match. I think it was the right call. I will very much say that I think it was the right call to have Punk win, because Drew's just been doing the best work of his career on losing right now. So I have no doubt in my mind that that's going to happen now that he lost this match. So it should be fine. But I got 4 points for this match.
I got 5.
He got 5, and he got 1 bonus point because they did not escape the cell. Which, in my opinion, I think made it better. I think it made it a lot better. They weren't really trying to. They were just trying to murder each other. They brought out a toolbox. They're hitting each other with wrenches and the toolbox. That's what busted Drew open, was CM Punk wailing him with the toolbox.
Oh, that would hurt.
So let's move on. Let's move on to the second match of the night, which was Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. Boy, this match was bad. Like, when I say this match was bad,
it was bad.
I'm talking bad. Nia doing what she does best, which is botching everything. And this match was not good. It was funny. Like, I wasn't necessarily, like, sitting there bored.
Yeah.
I was sitting there laughing my ass off because of how bad it was. Like, Nia went for a Hurricane Rana. And she was so bad. She didn't even flip. She just went straight down on her back. And Bailey kind of stood there for about a second before she actually sold it. Because she was like, what? What just happened? And there was a point where I'm not even sure if it was Bailey or Nia that messed up, but Nia went for like a pop-up Samoan drop kind of thing, and she totally missed catching Bailey, so she didn't even at all give her a Samoan drop. Like, again, I'm not really sure whether that was Nia or Bailey, or probably a mix of both.
Yeah.
One point, Bailey went for a dive up to the outside, and I'm not positive if Nia was supposed to catch her or if she was supposed to sell it, but she basically, Bailey, shoved her, and it looked like Nia was maybe trying to catch her, but then she, slipped and fell on her ass. It was really bad. This match was garbage. I'm just gonna say it. It sucked,
It's garbage.
but I had a smile on my face while I watched it. So I guess,
it was an alright match.
it was okay because it was funny, but as a match, it was terrible.
Yeah.
As sports entertainment, I was sports entertained, okay? But Nia Jax won. I got 5 points for that.
I got 4.
What a match that was. No, it was not good. I don't really think I have anything else to talk about. Oh, well, I guess we should talk about Tiffany came out teasing a cash in. Nia was down. Bailey was down. She, handed it to the ref was down too. And Tiffany came out, hit Bailey with the briefcase. The ref got back up. She kind of took the briefcase out of Tiffany's hand, almost assuming she wanted to cash in, and that's when Nia sat up like the Undertaker. And Tiffany was like, no, I wasn't going to cash in. No. And then Bailey rolled up Nia from behind. We thought it was over. It wasn't. Then Nia Jax won. I guess I have to bring that up. Otherwise, who am I as a wrestling podcast creator? Moving on. Nia wins. Blah, 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 blah,
Yep.
blah. Next match was Finn Balor
And
and Damian Priest. I'm going to put the title down. Did not mean to put it down that violently. What can I say about this match? I can tell you what I can say about this match. It was a great match from a technical point of view. It was good. It was good. They were hitting good moves. They were nailing it. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I think the wrong person won for sure. Because you had Damian Priest winning, which means this feud is done. Which I'm assuming was their plan. I can't imagine that they're gonna do another match. Because frankly, I don't want to see it. Because they basically outright buried Finn Balor. They practically buried my boy Finn. I don't know what he did. He must have accidentally drank out of Triple H's coffee or something, and I don't know. But
screwed over.
Finn not only cheated having the numbers advantage and bringing in a chair, because you had Carlito and JD getting involved, but he hit a coup de grace, which Damian kicked out of. He hit 2 of them to the back, which Damian practically no-sold, and he went for 1 more. Damian just popped up after getting 3 coup de grace. He just popped up, caught him, south of heaven, 1, 2, 3, Damian wins.
That's dumb.
So not only do I think Finn should have won this match, because where does the feud go? Damian got his revenge from SummerSlam. He got it. Because for those of you that don't know, Finn costed Damian the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam.
That's why.
That's why this, And it's just, I cannot for the life of me figure out why. Not only do they have Damian win, because he didn't need it. He was already the one in the main event scene. We wanted Finn to be in the main event scene. But then you have, I don't know anymore, dude. I don't know. Then you have him hit 3 finishers, which Damian basically no-sells, and then 1 finish puts him away. I didn't like it. I loved the match. I did not like the outcome. So that's my 2 cents. But we both lost a point. You lost 2 points, and I lost 1. So yeah, that's that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're looking at. Yep. And moving on from that match, I guess let's move on to Liv Morgan, the champion, versus Rhea Ripley, the challenger, versus no one. I don't know why I said that. I meant to say for the Women's World Championship. Versus just came out with Dominic Mysterio locked in a shark cage. Now, this match started off good. I enjoyed it. I like that they didn't have Liv just get, like, her absolute ass kicked throughout the whole thing. Like, Liv was getting some good offense. It almost made you think, why has she been running this whole time if she can put up a good fight to Rhea? So it was a good match. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was better than their SummerSlam match at first. But then it all kind of fell apart. So we'll talk about it. So you have Dominic in a shark cage, right?
Yep.
He gets the door open while he's dangling above, and he falls out and his leg is caught on like a chain. So he's just dangling there upside down. Brave guy, I would not have done that.
No.
So then you have Rhea beat up Liv, like right in front of him, throw her back in the ring, and she tells the ref, I have some unfinished business, I'm going to go get my revenge. She goes, grabs a kendo stick, and starts whacking Dominic like a piñata, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
And the ref is like right there. So he kind of walked out with Rhea and was like right there, which I don't know. We're going to get into maybe that wasn't supposed to be where he was. But Raquel Rodriguez returns and hits Rhea right in front of the ref, which causes the ref to ring the bell. So the match is over. Okay?
Yep.
The match is over. It ended in a DQ.
DQ.
And then Raquel throws Rhea into the ring, hits her finisher, I forget what it's called,
I don't know.
and puts Liv on top of her even though the match is over. Which leads me to, who messed up? Did Raquel mess up? Or did the ref mess up, is what I can't figure out. Because you had the ref call for the bell, and you had Raquel put Liv on top of her after, like, I don't know. I don't know who messed up. But it was a very botched finish, and you could tell. Now, this is a unique situation where we're kind of talking.
Mm-hmm.
We both got the points for this because Rhea Ripley won the match via DQ.
And I chose her.
And he picked Rhea. But Liv retained the title.
Yes.
Because you keep the title by DQ.
Yeah.
And we weren't just predicting Rhea to win a match. We were predicting her to win the title.
Yeah.
Or he was. I wasn't. I predicted Liv. Which means I feel like we both get the points because Rhea won the match, but Liv kept the title. So we were both right. So therefore, ignore the sounds in the background. Low budget. We might have company. Without a second here. Maybe.
Bye.
Just gonna
pause it.
And we're back. Okay. Sorry, low budget. So I got 2 points. He got, was it, 1?
Yep.
We might be off again. Oh, maybe not.
I see his feet. He's just standing there.
This is probably the highlight of the podcast for some people. Like, this is funny. It happens almost every time. I think it's funny, personally.
It is funny.
Low budget. So, but now that brings us to the main event.
Yep.
Which is Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Let me just start up. This should not have been the main event. This is not the match we were hype about. This is not the one that we wanted to see as the main event. Frankly, this match did not deserve the main event whatsoever. I would argue even maybe Liv and Rhea deserve the main event over this match. It just... Nevertheless, it main evented because of The Rock returning, which we'll get to. But this match was good. Genuinely, this was a good match. I'm not even hating on the match. It was one of the better Bloodline matches I feel like I've seen. A lot of them I feel like are really slow. You've seen one Bloodline match. You've seen them all. But the Bloodline... Well, kind of one. But the Temu Bloodline did not win this match, which was a change. Yeah. So that kind of made it different. And it started slow, much like every other Bloodline match. But it picked up, and I feel like once it picked up, it really picked up, and I was into it. Jacob Fatu looked like a monster in this, kicking both Cody and Roman's ass through a lot of this matchup. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a star one day, I could tell. Solo kind of... Solo kind of looked a little weak in this match, in my opinion. Yeah. But it not like terrible. He still beat up some people, I feel like. But he was the one that took the pin. He was the blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But the main points of this match were, first of all, Cody doing a sick splash to Jacob Fatu through the announce table. Little payback, because Jacob did that to him at SummerSlam. And you had Roman pinning Solo, which was kind of a big deal. But also, you had the Tongans get involved. Yep. Because obviously, why wouldn't they? Yeah. And Jimmy Uso comes back. Jimmy is back! Jimmy, I love you! That's what he should have done. That's what Roman should have done. Sorry. And it was a good moment, but it didn't deserve the main event.
No.
Jimmy's great, but he didn't deserve the main event. But then, after Roman and Cody secure the victory, first of all, Roman and Jimmy celebrate. So you're almost left to think, was Cody even in the match? And then they're walking away. Like, Cody gets in the ring, they both walk away, and the Temu Bloodline starts beating up Cody.
Yep.
And so Jimmy's like, come on, you gotta go help him. You promised you'd have his back. Roman's like, that was a one-time thing. So he's like gonna leave him there. But then Jimmy kind of talks him into it, and they go and they save Cody. And they take out Solo, they take out the Tongans, they take out Jacob, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
And then they're all celebrating. All three of them are celebrating now. A proper celebration.
Yes.
But then, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, as The Rock makes his grand return
What?
and does nothing.
Yeah.
Literally does nothing. He stands there holding his People's Championship, and he raises his eyebrow, which I can't do, so I won't do.
Yeah.
And he goes like this, and then he leaves.
Yep.
That's it. But that's how good The Rock is, that he can just do something like that and it still feels important. However, I still don't think that this should have main evented. I don't. I don't think that The Rock coming out and doing nothing was enough for me to say that this should have main evented. However, I get it. You can't just tell The Rock that you're going on first.
Yeah.
I totally understand it. So I'm not as critical as some people are, because I get it. I just am annoyed that that's the case, because Punk and Drew was the best match.
Oh, yeah.
Punk and Drew was the best feud going into this.
Oh, yeah.
Punk and Drew, without question, deserve the main event over this. For sure.
100%.
But
no.
they didn't, and it's over now.
Yep.
And The Rock is back. Yay.
Yeah.
So I got 3 points for this. What'd you
did
get?
I got 3.
I remember that. And so we both finished with 14 points.
Yep.
10 and a 4. Which means I retain because of this tie. But again, that's not the talking point here. The talking point is we tied. That's the closest you've come to beating me. So, Crown Jewel. Oh, we forgot to talk about one other thing that happened on this show.
Oh, the Crown Jewel.
I didn't want to talk about it.
It's bad.
Okay, so you had Triple H come out. This is like halfway through Bad Blood.
Yeah.
He comes out into the ring, and you see that there's a championship underneath. And I was not alone in thinking, women's mid-card title. They're doing it. We're going to have a women's IC or a women's United States Championship. Let's go! I was so hyped. And he even says, at Crown Jewel, we're going to make history. We're going to make history, Jaden. History? What does that mean for you?
Hopefully good.
Does that mean a women's mid-card title? Let's go!
No.
He says, every year at Crown Jewel. And I went, uh-oh. I don't think that's what it is.
No.
We're going to have the top champion, the world champion fight the WWE champion for both the men and women, blah, blah, blah. I was like, that's not making history. How many times did they do that at Survivor Series? There just wasn't ever a useless, ugly belt. And he lifts up the thing, and there's the Crown Jewel Championship, which will go to the winner. So it's going to be, as of right now, it's going to be Cody versus Gunther and Liv versus Nia. I'm not hyped for Liv versus Nia at all. That's going to suck.
Match.
That match is going to be pure and utter shit. Cody Gunther is going to, that's going to be a fire. I'm so hyped for that. But here's my problem is, you had KO turn on Cody after Bad Blood. Not uploaded on WWE or anything.
Yeah.
This was fans recorded it happening, which is amazing tactics from WWE. I love it. But here's my problem with this whole Crown Jewel Championship is now Cody has to focus on Gunther for a month before we get to anything with Kevin. So he's probably, I'm sure I'll feud with him a little bit, but this just puts so much on hold. Now, I like that it kind of puts Liv Rhea on hold, because I think that feud needs a break after the botch that happened. People need some time to kind of get over the botch. So that feud needs some break, but Kevin Owens and Cody is hot. He just turned heel.
Yeah.
We want to see the match, but now we have to deal with Gunther and Cody, which it's gonna be great, but it's useless. It doesn't further any stories. It's gonna be a great match, but it just doesn't further a storyline. And the Crown Jewel Championship's ugly. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's disgusting. It's a
bad.
disgusting belt. I actually hate it with a passion. It's not beautiful like our predictions championship, designed by me. But I don't know. I'm hyped for Cody Gunther. I'm not hyped for Liv and Nia at all. That match is gonna be garbage. And you also had Gunther come out and trash talk Goldberg a little bit, which was hilarious. We're kind of running low on time here, so won't get too far into that. But
got about 2 minutes left.
But that was funny. It was hilarious to watch. Yeah. But I'm worried it's gonna lead to a Goldberg Gunther match.
Oh no!
And no one wants that. No. And see, that's the thing with this Crown Jewel Championship is I don't necessarily hate it, but it's so tone deaf to do it because like nobody wanted this.
No.
Not a single person
Nobody
wanted
asked
this.
For this.
No. Like I'm hype for Cody Gunther. I think that match is gonna be great.
It's gonna be fantastic.
But this championship is literally gonna be the equivalent of like the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy.
Yeah.
Or there was some trophy that Undertaker won that meant nothing. Or it's gonna be like the greatest Royal Rumble championship. Yep. Like it's just gonna be useless and you forget people even had it. So that's it. I was hoping to get to some more besides Bad Blood, but we didn't. No. So maybe next time. Well, next time we probably won't have a pay-per-view to talk about, so.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Still predictions, champ. We'll see how Crown Jewel fares, because as of right now, Cody Gunther, flip a freaking coin. Yeah. I have no idea, so. Peace. Bid you adieu. How much time do we have? I could just let it shut off.
30 seconds.
Let's talk for 30 seconds until it just shuts off. That way I don't have to edit anything. Okay, what are your thoughts on Roman telling the crowd to acknowledge Jimmy last night on SmackDown? It's kind of nice. Nice moment showing that he's a new tribal chief, okay? Yeah. New tribal chief. I enjoyed it. You also had Kevin Owens come out and he was talking and they like cut off his microphone, which was kind of cool. He beat up Randy afterwards too. Yeah. Poor Randy. Anyway, bye.